We were told we were fighting terrorists. The real terrorist was me, and the real terrorism is this occupation. Racism within the military has long been an important tool to justify the destruction and occupation of another country. It has long been used to justify the killing, subjugation, and torture of another people. Racism is a vital weapon employed by this government. It is a more important weapon than a rifle, a tank, a bomber, or a battleship. It is more destructive than an artillery shell, or a bunker buster, or a Tomahawk missile. And the ruling class, the billionaires who profit from human suffering, who care only about expanding their wealth, controlling the world economy, understand that their power lies only in their ability to convince us that war, oppression, and exploitation is in our interest. They understand that their wealth is dependent on their ability to convince the working class to die to control the market of another country. And convincing us to kill and die is based on their ability to make us think that we are somehow superior. Millions in this country without health care, jobs, or access to education must watch this government squander over $450 million a day on this occupation. Poor and working people in this country are sent to kill poor and working people in another country to make the rich richer. And without racism, soldiers would realize that they have more in common with the Iraqi people than they do with the billionaires who send us to war. That our real enemies are not in some distant land. They're not people whose names we don't know and cultures we don't understand. The enemy is people we know very well and people we can identify. The enemy is a system that wages war when it's profitable. The enemy is the CEOs who lay us off from our jobs when it's profitable. It's the insurance companies who deny us health care when it's profitable. It's the banks who take away our homes when it's profitable. Our enemy is not 5,000 miles away. They are right here at home.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld. And one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." I said, "We're going to war with Iraq? Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we got a good military and we can take down governments." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, "I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran." I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir."
We filmed these GIs after they caught a group of Iraqis stealing wood.
We try to stop them from looting, they don't understand, so we'll take their car and we'll crush it. United States Army, tankers, who? That's what you get when you loot.
Later, the car's owner told us, "I'm a taxi driver. The car was my livelihood."
One thing that I will never really understand is how the actions of Western governments never affect the country's image. So let's say Western countries commit acts of terrorism, but they will never be labelled as terrorists, nor will their people ever be seen as that. However, the actions of non-Western people set the tone to how the whole country is seen. So, for example, if one Muslim man committed an act of terrorism, then every Muslim from every Muslim country is a terrorist. I just don't understand who set the path for this. What is it that made everyone believe this? How has the whole world been manipulated into thinking the same way?
Mr. Bush, when are you going to apologize for the million Iraqis that are dead because you lied? You lied about whether weapons of mass destruction. You lied about connections to 9/11. You lied about Iraq being a threat. You sent me to Iraq. You sent me to Iraq in 2003. My friends are dead. Joshua Castile. You killed people. You lied. You lied about WMD. 1 million Iraqis are dead because you lied. My friends are dead because you lied. You need to apologize. Apologize.
Just follow orders.
You come to kill Iraqi people?
No, I come to fix broke stuff. And I told to shoot only if I'm shot at.
Where do you come from?
Kansas.
Kansas. جاي من مدينة كانساس.
Private first class Miller.
Yes. Why do you come to Iraq?
Because I was told to come here.
My name is Edgar from the United States.
Any city in the United States?
Texas.
Texas City?
Yes.
What's your name?
Sergeant James Riley.
From any country? From any country? United States?
Yes, in the United States.
City?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
اسمها شانا وقادمة من مدينة تكساس. How old are you?
30.
Yes. 30 سنة.
From any unit?
From any unit in American Army.
507th maintenance.
Yes.
507 maintenance.
I got 6 months left, man. I just want to get the f*** out of this place. Get out of the Marine Corps.
Out of the Marine Corps too?
Yeah, I'm done. I'll be a sergeant pretty soon, and then I'm going to get out.
How many years do you have?
I've been in 3.5.
How old are you?
I just turned 21. I'm glad I'm here to defend my country, though. I'm not here for the Iraqi people. I'm here for the American people. We're getting rid of terrorism. Terrorists. I know that. If I can save one American from getting hurt, then I'm doing my job. I don't care about my life. I care about my family's lives. That's the only reason I'm here. I come back here in an instant. I hate every day being here, but it's for my family.
Why are you getting out?
What's that?
Why are you getting out?
I just want to be normal. I want to live a normal life.
Do you think you can after this?
I'm sure I'll be all right. I've changed a lot since I joined the Marine Corps, though. Especially being over here. I'll never take anything for granted, ever again.
Does it harden you?
My last command hardened me pretty much. This place it'll make you pretty hard. It'll give you some thick skin. I'm tired of that, too.